Just feel like there could be a bit of an advantage for Koi there, but look at this. Deepek, he's going to have to fight the man at the top of White Stairs.
A world when Deepek's the one playing out slightly more aggressive in positioning on something like an Azami. What a wild time. Wild changes coming in for the team. Here comes Mr. Bull, holding down F for dear life and praying that no one from Koi manages to sting him in the back, and it's Noodle working his way up White Stairs. In fact, Patbull pulls off the plant here as well. I think a little bit aware of potential aggression coming in as Crying brings down Jegs. That's the kind of play you want. A 2v2 at least for now, as Deepek still holding tight. Sees his man, but Teb wins it out first. It's a 1 versus 2 for Crying. It's now Noodle is back on his feet.
Patbull manages to stick that plant, and it gives it...
Okay, coming around piano behind them.
Cigar. This could be a big flank, but no, the shooting will give them away. They're going to use the deployable shield there, but time is ticking down. Patbull, he finds the long angle from behind the Maestro spot, and we're just playing a little ring around the roses now as Teb, he tries to pick up his man from under the new hatch. Will do as he finds Crying, puts him down, and that's going to be WYLDE taking round 1.
Well, top floor control. They know where Crying is. He can't find a kill in response, and now there's a little bit penciled in inside a Cocktail. He's got to try and battle his way out. We'll find one. Patbull cannot hit the shots. A 4v2 for Koi. Looks like this round might be going their way, Tim.
What a great answer from Crying there. Just created himself the space he needed to get back to site. But WYLDE do have top floor control, can start working down the White Stairs, but they are playing into a man disadvantage. They've got a little bit of time, 5-10 seconds, that they could maybe use those verticals for, but beyond that, they need to think about getting the diffuser down. There's going to be no spray coming through the wall, and Hungry, he's going in for this. The cover is going to be all important. Deepek looking to go for the peak. Can he find his man? He doesn't need to, as Noodle does it for him. There's the final kill. The plant was down, but it didn't matter. Hungry loses his life, and WYLDE, they lose the round.
Someone was saying before that the damage per pellet on the Supernova had been buffed to like an insane level. Ace is finding one more back, and even in things at 3 and 3, but I've just looked at the numbers. Between 0 and 8 meters, it fires 8 pellets that do 48 damage each. Over 13 meters, it's still 8 pellets that do 20 damage each. Both of them basically a guaranteed kill.
Hungry is going to be taken down into a down but not out, leaving us effectively in a 2 versus 2. 20 seconds left to go. There is an opportunity to get Hungry back on his feet, and WYLDE will take it, leaving us now 3 versus 2. And at the minute, Koi just trying to hold on. They do have a Nitro in hand. It is going to be deployed. It does do damage, but not enough. Patbull needs to think about getting this diffuser down, though. 4 seconds left to go. Kill into Freezer. It's ice cold right now from WYLDE as Patbull, he starts getting that diffuser down. He has to stick it. The clock has run out. What can Noodle do here? He's just ducking, diving, dodging, trying to find any angle that he can, trying to find any pressure through towards Cocktail, but the diffuser will be successfully planted. 30 seconds to find 2 kills.
Sees his man as well and just baits out the spray, so he knows exactly where he is, but has got a round on him, has no idea where the second is, but he's got the right idea. They are both inside. Goes for the pre-fire, but Patbull spins it round on him. Noodle not winning out the 1 versus 1, and WYLDE move up to 2 and 1. Well, I suppose unlucky not to get himself a freebie there. I think it was Noodle who was dancing around, but with the read that everyone's off site, they've got the right call here, I think, WYLDE as well. They've just gone straight towards the site. Patbull's looking to step in, go for a plant. They're suspecting more black eyes, but none are to be found, and no one on the side of Koi is anywhere to be found as another call rings out from Hungry. They've got away with this one, Tim.
Fantastic plant from WYLDE there, taking the opportunity. Aces finds one. Leon will take down the planter, but with the verticals, it just doesn't matter. Jegs and Aces find the final kills, and WYLDE, they're really starting to impress me, Desh. You know I love a plant, and that's 4 rounds, 4 plants. Bring it on! They need to be more clinical than that.
Oh, Deepek's using the right time to get away from dodge there as well. Was almost threatened, but Jegs rounds the corner, and I was going to say a couple of really interesting changes here with the pulse coming in place of the Echo, but also the mute being picked up because that decay beat is running right on the Koi lineup right now. And look at this, Tim. They're in for a plant.
Plant going down again. This could be 5 out of 5. Absolutely loving what I'm seeing out of this. Teb does manage to stick the plant, leaves us in a 3 versus 2. I'm not sure if WYLDE have got vertical control here, but it's not going to matter, as Jegs, he manages to take down Leader as he tries to get himself back into sight. It's all up to Crying now in a 1 versus 3, and that is leaving WYLDE just on the hunt at the minute, trying to push around, trying to find where the man is coming from. I think they know the pre-fire through towards White Stairs from the soft wall, and they're just waiting for Crying to make a move. Jegs is the one to see. He manages to tap the head, and that's going to be WYLDE taking another round, and that sees them go 4-1. Not as Koi. It was on Cafe, and they were awful. And it was, I think it was maybe week 1, stage 1. It might have been the very first game of 2022 as well. And they were just really, really bad. And I'm just sort of starting to think they should not be starting anything on Cafe ever.
They look, I mean, I can understand why this was their permaban. For those who don't know, this was their permaban map for basically all of last year. And now,
you know, unless they really show us something on attack and are able to run this back, they're potentially going to need 6-0. The drop comes in, 1 kill, leaves us now in a 2v1. Packbull and Hungry just need to work together here. It's up to Leader. He's going to need something special, and that's a good start. Putting the Storm to good use, leaves him now in a 1v1 against Packbull.
And what a player to do it against as well. Oh, he looks the wrong way at the wrong time. Leader with a 4K. I would normally scream and be like, yo, let's go. But at the same time, I also can't ignore that those are his first 4 kills.
You know, I think WYLDE, whilst maybe not happy, will be okay with the way things have gone so
I mean,
far.
it was a massive risk. It was a rat ball play rather than a pat ball play, I think. And there we go. Things equalise straight back out. Oh, and Hungry gets the next as well, just as Leader comes in for the swing. 3 versus 3. Are you really going to complain too much if you've lost to Malusi and Naruni when all your gadgets are already out on the field? Maybe a little bit now with Ted being called.
20 seconds left to go, and they need to think about how this diffuser goes down.
Oh, I can see a Jake's clutch coming. I can just feel it coming, Tim. I swear to God, if he dies out of 1 bullet, I'm going to cry. But here we are. Lining up for 1. Finds 1 for himself. The second one coming down red corridor. They know the man's there thanks to the yellow ping, but does he know about the one closer? Yes, he does, but Deepek wins it out. They've got the diffuser. Ace is left standing, but can they get into a spot to plant? Sure enough, they can. Temporary 1v1, but Aces. He has the long-range shot, and I think of one of those, Tim. I think we saw this way back when on Chalet, back when he was on Rogue.
Use the verticals. It's not Bar and Cocktail that they're going to be attacking, and it pretty much plays into what I was saying about the stats, Des, and the defenders always favouring the top floor as a side, but we're not seeing that. Jegs, he manages to get 1. The trade is going to be there from Crying, but Packbull manages to find Deepek 4 versus 3, 4 versus 2. As Ted picks up Crying, it's all falling apart, Des. I feel like, look at him, he's just absolutely wedged in here. What a shot from Ted! Steps up and absolutely slams Noodle in cigar shot. Beautiful from him. And then another. If you thought the first was good, the second got better. Unreal play. Good job he was on the stage, Des. What a performance.
I think it would be... I'll address the elephant in the room. Many looked at WYLDE and said, these are the rejects of teams gone by. Hungry's gone through so many different teams and been that flex player. Packbull's been picked up and put down so many times over the years that they look like a team that was just scrapped together. But look at him there, getting a double kill. Even Noodle hits the deck and Packbull saying, drop me again, I dare you. Drops 3 to the deck, there's 1 left standing, and WYLDE have marched their way through Koi. What a Playday 1 performance from a team that very few had high expectations of.
They've just absolutely destroyed a team that won a major only a matter of 7 months ago.